On October 20, 2011, Muammar Gaddafi, the dictator of Libya, was captured at Sirte and brutally executed by ultra-Wahhabi forces funded and trained by US allies in the region. Gaddafi, sometimes referred to as the King of Kings, had a tenuous relationship with several ruling families of the monarchies in the region, considering them puppets of the US. During the final period of his career, Gaddafi sought to make amends with the Atlanticist powers, befriending their leaders and presenting them with lavish gifts. Trusting in their goodwill, Gaddafi surrendered his weapons of mass destruction, rendering himself defenseless to future attacks. Gaddafi failed to learn from the fall of Saddam Hussein in Iraq in 2003. Saddam, a more brutal dictator, surrendered his weapons of mass destruction in 1991, making him easy prey for the US military under President George W. Bush in 2003. When Gaddafi was deemed ripe for removal, Western leaders distanced themselves and joined hands with those seeking his downfall. Bush in 2003. When Gaddafi was deemed ripe for removal, Western leaders distanced themselves and joined hands with those seeking his downfall. In 2011, it was warned that the killing of Gaddafi and Saddam after they disposed of their WMD meant that North Korea under the Kims would never surrender their WMD. This prediction proved accurate, as North Korea is now on the cusp of developing nuclear-capable missiles that could hit the eastern seaboard of the US. Regionally, North Korean Supremo Kim Jong-un has been strengthened by the downfall of South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol, who imposed martial law and sent weapons to Ukraine, making an enemy out of President Putin. In Syria, President Bashar Assad, confident in his permanence in power, neglected the military and focused on enriching his friends and family. This led to a revolt, and Assad is now a refugee in Russia, much like Sheikh Hasina, the deposed Prime Minister of Bangladesh in India. Syria is on the brink of becoming a failed state, with hundreds of thousands likely to flee to Europe. The various militias in Syria, reported as united, are likely to soon begin fighting each other, causing further suffering for the population. The new regime in Syria is likely to cause more trouble for Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan than Assad ever did. The temptation to open the floodgates of Syrian refugees into Europe may become irresistible for Erdogan. As incoming US President Donald Trump prepares to take office, he will find a world far more troubled than when he defeated Kamala Harris. For India, the best course is to distance itself from Syria, while remaining engaged in Bangladesh, where it has immense stakes.